Okay. We don't really have the time online to go through any of the poems in real depth, so I thought I would just do a very brief overview of each one. If you feel like actually your knowledge of this is pretty good, you might find you want to skip this video. So, The Manhunt by Simon Armitage. This is a really good poem to know well because can be compared to any poem about war or conflict or any poem about love and relationships. Remember, it was written by Simon Armitage for a Channel 4 documentary about forgotten heroes of war. It is about the real life story of a man called Eddie, who was a soldier or a UN peacekeeper, more precisely, in the Bosnian War, and he was injured by a single bullet that bounced around his body, causing him lots of physical injuries and long term deformities. And he was also mentally traumatized and suffered from PTSD. The whole poem is written from Laura's perspective, his wife, and she is trying to learn the man he is now, both physically and mentally, so their relationship can be repaired. It has come up, so it's unlikely to come up for question one, but it's a great one for question two to choose from. Sonnet 43 by Elizabeth Barrett Browning hopefully won't come up because it's a bit of a tricky one, has come up in 2017. So this is one of 44 sonnets, love poems, that Elizabeth Barrett Browning wrote to the man she loved, and who also happened to be another poet called Robert Browning. They were both poets who wanted to sort of be together, but her dad didn't approve. So their relationship sort of continued in secret, and they used letters and love poems to communicate to each other. This was written before they were married. Um, they did eventually sort of elope and run off together. The thing to remember about Sonnet 43, if it comes up again, is that it is very intimate and private and was never really meant to be read by anyone other than Robert Browning. London by William Blake has also came up a couple of years ago. William Blake was a romantic poet. Remember, the romantic poets worshipped nature. They were they disliked the Industrial Revolution, the rise of industry, because of the negative impact this had on nature, destroying the natural world. They also politically didn't approve of the way the poor were sort of exploited by the rich, which we see a lot. They were also really pro-revolution. For example, William Blake is sort of calling for a violent, bloody revolution in this poem, and for the poor of London to wake up and realise how miserable their lives are so they can overthrow the government, church, and monarchy. This is really a sort of place poem. So the soldier then. Oh, this is going to be really annoying and not let me move this down. So the soldier